back. Hello, YouTube. Good to see ya. All right, we're back. Hi, Springfield. What's happening? We are here. It's day 2 of our fall Friendathon faith. Over here, we've got Erica today, who is our STARS director, and here is our special guest today is the wonderful Beth Saba, who has been just part of the heart and soul of our STARS after school program for ever since it got going.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And maybe you'll even tell us a little bit about that here today. But just to recap, why we're doing this, why you're watching this, is because every fall we are getting ready for in the neighborhood of 250 kids here in just a few weeks to join us in different after school programs all over Springfield, and they need people to show up for them. They need people there to love them. So we've got up here on the big board, which we will get a photo of this for you. We learned yesterday that this comes out backwards on Facebook. So we've got your car up there is for drivers. Drivers are people that we need. Your heart is for people who show up and love kids. And so they might do all kinds of different things, including playing Connect 4. This is Connect 4 Stacker. So this is kind of the high-end Connect 4. But Connect 4 is probably one of the all-time most popular games that is played at STARS. Is that accurate? Yeah. I've played plenty myself. So the heart is for people who will show up and they might play a game with kids, or do other things that are just. We have a winner already.
Maybe. Yeah. That just beat me.
Oh wow!
Connect 4 Stack.
Totally
an accident.
Totally an accident. Wow. That just like that, it happened.
Yes.
And then finally the pencil down at the bottom there, which is nope, it's not behind Erica's head because she is in the board. So the pencil over there is for people that show up and help with homework at STARS specifically. So you were good.
Oh, okay, good.
Tyler blocked it yesterday, but just bigger head and all that. So those are our categories, and as you can see, there's lots of different people. We actually need in the neighborhood of 50 people this fall who will help in some way. And so if you have any time to give any day of the week after school this fall, we have a place for you. So Beth, tell us a little bit about STARS and just your history with STARS. Why do you do this? Why do you show up every week for kids?
Oh, goodness. I'm just now finishing up a book by Shane Claiborne called Red Letter Revolution, and it reminds us of who Jesus called family. And STARS is my family, and I love children. Sometimes I don't like them always, but I do love them. So from the very inception of STARS, way back in 2002, we just wanted to be a part of that. We just wanted to be a part of reaching out from the 4 walls of the church into the community and doing something for kids. We're not a big church, and so it was just perfect that we had a larger group to join with and have them kind of direct it, and we just volunteered to take part, and it has not been a mistake. It's been a wonderful experience for me personally. 2001, I retired from teaching school, and I wasn't done with kids. I just love kids, and so it was just a made-for role for me to fill. Plus, I'm just reminded Jesus wants us to be there for those that we're helping to crush the odds for. And I just feel blessed to be able to do this. It's just a blessing. This girl was one of the first STARS students we had, and she was in one of the early groups when we were still doing middle school. And she was a trip. And so what a joy it is to be able to work with her as a STARS director now. And part of that original group of kids, and she's helping to direct. It's amazing. I love it because I'm trying to have this Jesus spirit that's in me just flow out into the lives of children who need love. They don't need a lot of theology or why we're doing this. They just need us to love them. And we can do that in a setting like Stars because, am I talking too much?
No, you're good.
You're fine.
Because Stars is a structured program. It is a program, but it's all about kids. So if something doesn't work, we just kind of get rid of it and go and start something else. And I just, it's just a blessing to play games with kids like Connect Four, Stackers, or Jenga, or work puzzles with them, or kindergartners love to color. So if you just sit down at the table and pull out a coloring book, they'll come over and they'll wanna get the crayons and color with you, and it's a wonderful time to connect with them and just find out about their lives and what their day was like at school. So
And they talk.
And they talk.
They talk.
They love to talk. And they really love adults, like grandmother types like me and young people types like Erica, to just be there and sit with them and talk with them. Yeah.
So if you can color or if you can play a game, you can be a Stars volunteer, right? Yeah. I should have mentioned earlier, but if you are interested, in the comments is a link that you can click to get the volleyball and tell us maybe what day of the week you'd be interested, how much time you would have available, what you'd be interested in doing. We have roles for, like I said, any amount of time that you can give. Even as a backup driver, sometimes that's a really important role too. So if you just want to be on the backup list to every once in a while get a call about driving for a day, that'd be awesome. Erica, what else should we?
Yeah, also in the comments, let us know if you can't hear us or if you have any questions. Also, if you're watching right now, let us know in the comments so that we know that you're here. It tells us how many people are watching. It doesn't tell us who it is. So let us know if you're here.
Maybe tell us if you had a favorite board game that you liked to play when you were a kid. That mine was Monopoly, and my parents never ever wanted to play with me because, and now I understand because it takes all day and everybody gets mad. But if you had a favorite board game, I don't know, did you guys have a favorite board game that you liked to play when you were kids?
I love to play the game of life. And now my husband loves to play it, so we play it a lot.
And now you really are married, and really, you know.
Yeah, it's real.
You put the little guys in the car.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, originally, I would say one of my favorite ones, other than the one you mentioned, was Clue. Loved Clue. Loved figuring out those things. Then as I got older, I am totally passionate about Scrabble. And so I love it when the older kids want to sit down and put words together on a board.
I don't even remember that feeling of being a kid and just wanting that thrill of an adult being willing to play a game with you. I mean, I kind of do remember that my parents would reluctantly say yes, they would play Monopoly. Of just that feeling of we're doing something that I want to do. And that's one of the gifts that we give to Stars kids is being willing to, sometimes they feed us at Connect 4 or, all those kinds of things it really is a gift that we give to kids, that little bit of attention. I'll ask, we didn't prep this ahead of time, but do you ever have days where maybe you don't feel like going to Stars that day, or you think, it feels like work, but then does that change when you get there?
Yeah. I think because I've been doing it for so long, it's built into my radar that I need to be at Stars if at all possible. But oh yeah, there are some days, especially now that we're retired from the pastorate and work, where we just want to take off and do our thing. And yeah, I would like not to show up sometimes, but I'm never sorry when I do. It's just great seeing these kids and their smiles, their hugs. They want to just be right there with you. And I'll admit that their favorite time probably isn't homework, but I've never seen. I thought this past year I saw more knuckling down to do homework, and I think it's because we had great volunteers who were working with the kids, and they were getting homework done. That's great.
Yeah, it is a great feeling to see the kids learn too. And I asked that question about volunteering because that's how I feel sometimes, where I think, because I volunteered our other Stars site at High Street, and there's days you just don't feel like doing it, but every time I go, I'm glad that I was there. Yeah, really every time. We didn't Like I said, we're a little informal here. So Abby, if you can give us a signal when we're around 10 minutes, or if we're or if we're past, bore y'all to tears. Stars is our program for elementary school kids, and then we have 3 other programs for middle school kids as well. And we'll be talking a little bit more about those tomorrow. But we have a place for you, whatever type of kids you would like to serve. And all of the kids, even the middle school kids, just love attention. I mean, a little bit of attention, just asking them how their day was. I don't know, Beth, if you have kind of a go-to question that you'd like to ask when you're getting to know kids. You mentioned that sometimes you guys like to talk with each other. Is there anything, like pretend Erica here is one of the kids who's just coming to Stars, and maybe what would you ask her to try and connect?
Yeah, one of the things that I often ask them is, what was your favorite thing you did today at school? Because if you say, how was school today, it's too general. Done. Okay.
Well,
but that's
you can finish it. Yeah. So what was your favorite thing in school?
Yeah, that's one really great question you can ask.
Oh, I'm answering?
Yeah, you have a favorite thing.
Well, I wasn't at school today. My favorite thing of work today.
Okay.
No, that's a good question.
Plainness.
Yeah, I get
to play Jenga with
be
me.
live and play Connect Four Stackers.
I'm sorry.
And beat really quickly.
Yeah.
My bet. So that was fun.
You work on your game a little bit.
I really do. It's a little more difficult when there are multiple levels.
Yes.
All right, so I think we're at our time. So we just want to say thanks to you guys. Share this video, comment, ask us questions. We'll answer them tomorrow. But share and get the word out. Maybe you aren't the person who can volunteer this fall, but maybe you know somebody who could, and kids need you, and they need good people this fall. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at noon.
Bye.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay.